Sox Podcast. I don't know what that was. Coming to you live from Studio A of our CHGO offices here in the West Loop of Chicago. We got the full CHGO White Sox crew. I'm Sean Anderson. You got Vinnie Duber on the far left. He's our CHGO White Sox beat writer. You can follow him at Vinnie Duber. And the man in the middle is Herb Lawrence.
Hello.
You can follow him at Ecknerwall23. He's our CHGO White Sox community leader. You can follow the show at CHGO_White Sox. And as AJ says, it's time to wake up and be frustrated and sad about the White Sox. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button if you are hanging out with us. And we are getting closer to Reynaldo Lopez subscribers.
Yes.
39,700. So be a part of this growing CHGO community. Hit that subscribe button, and we are very excited to talk White Sox with you. Guess we're not going to talk White Sox, though, because there's no real White Sox news to talk about.
We talked a lot about them yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
We did. And you can go check out the Salvador Perez Whit Merrifield talk. I lost it after you shared a very silly stat about the White Sox. It's just 15 hits. I mean, that's funny.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't play much, but yeah, only 15 hits.
Still funny. I mean,
five for 65. That was Corey Lee's finish there.
I mean, that's the thing. He had a batting average of .077.
Correct.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's a funny number. That's really bad. So if you do want to see some Sal Perez Whit Merrifield talk, go check that episode out from yesterday. We're going to talk about the ALCS and NLCS today. Now we got the matchups set. Braves versus the Diamondbacks. Herb is apparently
Phillies.
Oh, Phillies versus the Diamondbacks. My bad.
Sean trying to take that series back from our new brothers over at PHLY.
That game is fresh on my mind. Yeah. Hey, and Herb is, I mean,
just got this
kissing ass to both cities, huh?
Oh yeah, damn right. I mean, it's going to be a NLCS for ALLCITY, where Colorado didn't make it. The Cubs didn't make it to the playoffs, but those two other teams eventually made it. We, as this White Sox thing, I don't think we'll ever have. Well, we can't have an ALCS, but we can eventually get there. Do you think we'll still be working here?
I think so.
When the White Sox get there?
I think thankfully PHLY also got here soon enough, too.
Yeah.
Got in. I mean, yeah, they got to get to the ALCS at least one time in the next 50 years, right?
Do they?
They don't have to.
I guess they don't have to.
Do they? I mean, they didn't get to the ALCS in 50 years before 2005?
That's true.
Oh, no, sorry. 83. I forgot that was the ALCS. In the first round,
when there was only two playoff games.
Don't steal that. Don't steal that from Tony La Russa. Come on.
Sorry, Tony.
So we'll talk about the AL and NLCSs if I know what teams are actually in them, and then we will do some fun stuff. We're going to try to name you two are going to try to name all 56 players from the 2023 Chicago White Sox, and then we'll try Connect Grid again. I have gone through all 194 Immaculate Grids and have tried to put together a very comprehensive Immaculate Grid. I have two loose ends that I weren't able to tie up, and that's just because Immaculate Grid didn't have those categories yet.
Wow.
But we're gonna have the ability to have some rarity score in here.
Oh, good. I hope I reward your work with your hard work with not idiotic style of play like I did last time.
Hey, that was we were getting the what's it called, the jitters out,
working the kinks.
The kinks out of the Ray Davies out of the equation, and it's a better game now, and now we'll be able to steal and hopefully you understand it this time. Let's jump into.
We'll see.
Let's jump into the AL and NLCS matchups. Vinny, you came in and we started talking about the game right away. The NLDS last night between the Braves and the Phillies was raucous. 3-1 victory for the Phillies. 2 homers from Nick Castellanos, a homer from Trey Turner. Gee, it's nice to spend some money on some ball players, huh? And I thought the Rojas catch to end the game was a little bit overhyped. It was a fine catch.
Well, I think what from listening to what the announcers were saying, they were like they didn't think he was going to get it. Like, it's not that it was overhyped necessarily more than like, wow, good thing he caught. You're talking about the Acuna one with the bases loaded?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was – I think they said, like, he had kind of a shaky go to it, and then he ended up catching it. So I think it was like a woo, kind of an emotional roller coaster there a little bit. But it was a good game. It was a really good baseball game. And, I mean, that's the thing is, like, when – I mean, I don't know how other baseball fans watch it, but, like, when I'm watching it, I don't care who wins. I just want entertainment.
Yes.
And – feel like these playoffs have delivered in a lot of ways. Even in some of the blowouts, obviously you see some huge innings by teams like Philly and Arizona, and then some of those Phillies-Braves games were just start to finish fantastic. So congrats to the Phillies. I mean, I think I picked the Astros at the beginning of the season to win the World Series, just because it's like that's a team that knows how to win the World Series. I think 2 years in a row now you can point to the Phillies as a team that knows how to win in the playoffs, right? I mean, I don't know if you could define it as a skill really necessarily, but it's something that you got to take into effect. And I mean, that Braves team was unstoppable during the regular season, and for them to just have that gap between them and Philly just completely closed, and immediately as soon as that series began, man, hats off to the Phils, because they are a fun team to watch.
There's got to be something to it, Vinny, because somebody tweeted out a thing about like the Atlanta Braves had 2 chances to go after Roger Suarez and having Spencer Strider on the other side of that, and they lost both of those games. And so Philly was the wild card, the number 1 wild card, but the Atlanta Braves were the best team in the National League, and they were intimidated. The smack talk after Game 2, the attaboy Harper, and then not standing on it afterwards. Like Atlanta, if you said it, say, yeah, attaboy Harper, F it, do something, and he did. Game 3, Bryce Harper took it personally, hit his 2 home runs. Nick Castellanos hit 2 home runs in Game 3 and 4, becoming the first player to ever do that in the modern era. But I just think that those guys get synced in and get ready. Remember at the beginning of the year, the Phillies, they weren't as bad as they were the year before, but they weren't, they didn't start off out a hot team that was just in the World Series. And so people are like, oh, here we go, Philly's about to fall off after that World Series. No, they just played their game. The manager got them ready and right to play, and they're playing with Roger Suarez as one of their starting pitchers, and they're like, we're good. We're going to hit a lot. We're going to pick the ball up. We're going to throw it to first, and you're going to be out. And I was very excited to see that. And whenever the Dodgers lose, as a secondary Padres fan, I'm in. I'm 100% in, because those people have been frauds the whole time. They've won a lot of regular season games. And enjoy your Mickey Mouse Championship in 2020, but sit at the crib like the Padres.
I mean, how about those 2 NLDSs, though, right? Those teams, the Dodgers and the Braves, ran away from the 2 teams that they were playing during the regular season. 6 months, they were so much better than them, both. And then playoffs start, and they fall on their face. I mean, obviously injuries, played a part. The Dodgers rotation had been hurt all year. The Braves rotation was hurt here for the playoffs, and I get that they weren't at full strength, but, I mean, wow. Just to see the roster that the Dodgers have, that the Braves have, you would think that I think I said it at the beginning of the playoffs, I'm waiting for the NLCS to be basically the Miracle on Ice, where the championship, the World Series, is kind of an afterthought, because those are the 2 Titans meeting. Neither of them even made it there.
Did Mookie even get a hit in the playoffs?
I had those numbers. I can find those numbers.
I don't believe he got a hit. So like a big time MVP candidate shrunk in the 3 games he played versus the Arizona Diamondbacks.
I mean, as Saris, I think, had the stats. One sec. Mercy, my bad.
That's all right.
It was all of those guys, from April 18th to April 21st, Matt Olson, Acuna Jr., Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman combined for 58 plate appearances and a 143 average, 260 on-base percentage, and a 260 slug line. In the playoffs, that foursome combined for 56 plate appearances and a 137, 241, 157 slug. Shit happens. I mean, I don't know. It's just they got cold at the wrong time.
Lights are too bright.
You think that's the case for Mookie Betts?
Turn those lights down.
You think I don't know about that. And even it's the opposite too. I mean, you look at Trey Turner. Trey Turner was 0 for 17 against Spencer Strider in the regular season, and then I think he didn't even get retired yesterday against Strider, 3 for 3 with a double and a homer. And he was the only second right-hander to hit a homer off Strider's slider this year. Pete Alonso was the only other one. So, I mean, just weird stuff happens in the postseason. And I love that it's just weird stuff happening, and it's not about pace of play.
Nope.
And it's not about shifting, right? They just said, we don't like those rules. We're going to get rid of those rules. And now our game is 100 times better, and everyone enjoys our games. And it was amazing to see that Philly crowd. I understand why we went to Philly now and see the PHLI crowd. I mean, that's you don't really see home field advantage anymore, and you kind of saw it with Seattle Seahawks in that 2014 era. But home field advantage has kind of just gotten like dissipated, I feel like, in professional sports.
It's a college thing, right?
It's a college thing, and also like it's tough to have home field advantage when these guys are paid to fly, commercial or not commercially, but privately, like on these, like they have a really big travel budget is what I'm trying to say. Like they're accommodated well. Their whole job is now traveling, and it's so easy to travel. So it's like it's really not that big of a deal for those guys to go play in front of 60,000 Philadelphians compared to 60,000 Atlantans or whatever. It's just those 60,000 Philadelphians wanted to kill you.
Well, I mean, listen, fans from Philadelphia obviously have a reputation well earned over the years, but for better and worse, I suppose. But I mean, every fan base can learn from that. Every fan base can watch it. You don't think there's 30,000 White Sox fans that could make that kind of noise, that could have that kind of energy for an entire baseball game?
They did Game 3,
right? I mean, that's what I'm saying. Is like there are enough crazy baseball fans in every city that there's a major league team that could make a home field advantage like that. Kudos to the Philly fans for actually showing up and doing it. And I'm not saying that any other team wouldn't do it, but like, just you don't expect to go to a baseball game and not sit down. And maybe you should, Maybe you should. Maybe that's how you create a home field advantage, right? Make it like a college football game.
And kudos to the Phillies for showing up, because usually, some teams, the crowd's there and the crowd's excited.
Absolutely.
And then, Game 4 of the 2021 ALDS happens and the Astros just kill Carlos Rodon. I don't know. I don't know how much that's going to play into factor, though. Like, do you think that, those first 2 games are going to be in Philly?
Yes.
For the Diamondback series. Mm-hmm. That Diamondbacks team, I think it's a lot more surprising that they're here in the NLCS compared to Philly, because Philly had to, Atlanta in their division. I mean, they won 90 games. If Atlanta's not in their division, they're probably the second best team in the National League behind the Dodgers. So, I don't think it's surprising, especially with them being here last year, adding Trey Turner, that the Phillies are here. But the Diamondbacks going into Philly for those first 2 games, if the Diamondbacks get down 2-0, do they have a chance to even come back in this series?
It depends on the pitching matchups, because the 1-2, if it's just their number 1s and 2 with Merrill Kelly and Zach Gallen for Arizona, and
it's Gallen and Wheeler versus Kelly and
Fott.
Nola, maybe.
Okay,
because Nightingale tweeted him yesterday.
Because if it's then it seems like the Arizona Diamondbacks are holding back, or at least he's not on the regular rest. That Gallen's going to be pitching, so then maybe Merrill Kelly, maybe somebody else in the Game 3. But if they do not take one of those 2 games in Philly, it's going to be really tough to go, because the pitching, I think, it matches up. And I would rather have Arizona's bullpen, because they're much stronger, especially with Paul Sewald at the back end of that, instead of Craig Kimbrell, who showed up.
You take Paul Sewald over Craig Kimbrell?
Yes.
Kimbrell's been fine this year.
He was not good last night, even though the results turned out well. He was wild. They should have scored the second run, but Kevin Pillar was asleep at third base. The ball went to almost to the dugout, and Pillar's like, I'm just going to halfway go. Like, go home, jerk. And that would have been on his ledger. And then they brought him back after 13 stressful pitches. He got the job done, but those pitches weren't as crisp as they should be. Knuckle curve was way off the plate. Fastball was off the plate. It's just the Atlanta Braves were so anxious and trying to start anything that they couldn't get anything off of Craig Kimbrell. Yes, I'll take Paul Sewald over Craig Kimbrell.
All right, enjoy.
Nice to see that Kimbrell has gotten over that whole won't pitch in the 8th inning kind of thing.
Yeah, right. He's fine. Very, very odd how that works out. Nightingale tweeted, at least for the NLCS, Gallen versus Wheeler, Kelly versus Nola. I don't know if that's what you said, but just trying to confirm.
That's a top-notch first 2 games of pitching.
Yeah, and you're trashing Ranger Suarez. That guy just went up against the Braves twice.
Yeah, he was awesome.
And pitched 5 innings both games. I think that pitching rotation looks a hell of a lot better than any other rotation currently left. I would take the Phillies rotation over the D-backs rotation, Rangers rotation, or Astros rotation.
The Rangers are supposedly might get Scherzer back, and they might get John Gray back.
Yeah, but how healthy is Scherzer?
Scherzer, though. He's a maniac.
A Hall of Famer.
Yeah, and he went to MIZ, too.
Yeah,
so
go Tigers.
That man is going to be crazy. He's got the eyes. He's got the playoff experience. Hey, man.
How's his right arm?
Probably.
That's what's most important.
He will throw until it goes off the fucking hinges.
I think it already is.
He's that dude.
You know what?
I won't.
You know what I'm kind of hoping to see. You know what I'm rooting for? Game 7 ALCS Verlander versus Scherzer.
Oh yeah.
That'd be nice. That'd be
hey,
fun.
I wouldn't be against it. That'd be insane.
That'll be real nice. Houston be hyped up, man.
Now I'm disappointed with anything else.
Pitches.
And not only do you get to go to not only do you win the pennant if you win that game, you win the silver boot.
That's true. Do they award that in the postseason?
That would be the all-time silver boot.
I would just take it back. It's like if I lost the regular season, like give me that goddamn silver boot.
I would venture to say that if you win that silver boot, you never have the silver boot again.
It's the golden boot after that. Give me that.
Mattress Max can make it the mattress boot, and if he wants to become a beloved figure, because I think he's kind of hated, just go make him like a 15-foot tall cowboy boot out of a mattress.
That's not as cool as a silver boot.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, but he's not hated. I know people don't like him, but he's done some good things. Like when they had floods and such and hurricanes, he housed people in his Mattress Mac places and gave them places to sleep on mattresses.
Good.
Where other rich people are like, nah, I'm good. Get out of here.
With the ALCS, like that would be dream scenario, Game 7, Scherzer versus Verlander. But is that going to play out? Do you lean one way or the other? I mean, is Astros having home field advantage? And I mean, that to be fair, I mean they've had like 7 straight ALCSs, and that Houston crowd has always been loud.
The Astros know how to get it done, and I'll say this: the reason that I'm so excited for that series is that the Astros know how to do it. They know how to get it done. They're also quite good, but the Rangers are playing like absolute unstoppable force right now. So you take the team that is the best at winning in October over the years, right, versus the team who's the best at winning in the last week and a half or so, this October, right? They go head to head. Ooh, it's gonna be fun. I think you're gonna see a lot of home runs in that series.
It's kind of like that meme or GIF where the Grim Reaper is knocking on doors, and Texas first goes to the Rays. 100 wins right there for the Rays. Then they go to Baltimore. 100 wins, knocks on the door. Now they're on to Houston. I'm more rooting for Houston because I have a player interest in Jose Abreu getting into the World Series. But if the Texas Rangers were to win, I would be like, all right, cool. There's no more Houston Astros. Good. Get out of here. And also Marcus Semien and Dane Dunning are former White Sox there too.
99 wins for the
Houston?
For Rays.
Rays, okay.
So one off there. Yeah, I mean, it would be nice to see Abreu win, but again, I don't want to see the Astros win. So I'm fine with the Rangers, and the Rangers too never won. I mean, if the Rangers would win their first ever World Series,
and have lost,
that'd be cool.
And have lost the World Series in like hilarious fashion too.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What is that?
Back to back, 2010, 2011.
David Freese?
Yeah, in 2011 was the insane Cardinals thing. Yeah.
Poor Cliff Lee. I think that'd be probably the most fun too. Like, I mean, Corey Seager's been a monster. I mean, Corey Seager just might like walk every single time he gets to the plate.
They almost didn't even make the playoffs.
Right.
Yeah.
Had they lost one more game, right? One more game, 2 more games?
Also, the Astros
get
are the same
Mariners
thing.
in?
I mean, Astros were 90 and 72. Rangers were 90 and 72. Right. Mariners were 88 and 74. But, any of those flip. And I think the Mariners and Astros
had
played
tiebreakers and stuff. Yeah.
End of the year. And the
Mariners played both of those teams and choked down the stretch. They had their own destiny in their hand, and they did not play well in those games versus the Rangers and the Astros.
Yeah. There was their last...
I think the last 10 games.
10 games, yeah. They lost the first 3 to Texas, then lost 2 of 3 to Houston, then won 3 of 4 against Texas. But at that point, things were already wrapped up. Yeah, I mean, I think that I'm seeing a pretty easy Philly advancement. I would even say sweep.
Easy?
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
Those D-backs, man, I will not count them out.
They try so hard, and they hit a crap ton of home runs off of the Dodgers.
So are the Phillies.
Like former Chicagoan Alec Thomas, he's starting to wake up in the playoffs, man. The numbers in the regular season don't look great, but he's been slamming the ball in the playoffs.
Okay, I'll raise you. Nick Castellanos and Trey Turner.
Yes.
Those guys were kind of rough in the regular season, and then they've kind of found themselves.
Yes, I would rather have those people, especially Castellanos. Oh, my gosh. Man, he cush. And I think our guy KPW said this Castellanos home run off of Strider was the first extra base hit Strider gave up 100-plus mile-per-hour fastball in his career. And that's just Nick Castellanos. He's just that dude. I would love the White Sox to sign him. When he was here with the Cubs, I was like, man, that guy has a refreshing attitude about baseball, thinks that every day is opening day. And that's the way you should be about it. He is a odd guy in the best ways.
Yeah, I mean, we could just do that with the entire Phillies lineup. We could do that with Schwarber. We could do that with Harper. We could do it with Castellanos.
The Phillies
Probably do that
leadoff
with
hitter.
Bryson Stott.
The Phillies leadoff hitter. They're in the NLCS. The Phillies leadoff hitter hit under 200 this year.
Yeah. He also hit 40 homers.
47, I think.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think that's what.
Schwarber, wow.
Let's see. 41 more than the White Sox first and second leadoff hitters, Benintendi and Anderson.
Sure.
So yeah.
Yeah.
That'll be decent.
Pretty good.
And then
It's just a fun stat.
And then they did
To hit under 200 is not very good.
a Guardians-like celebration after the winning the championship or winning the division series over the Braves. There's like F the Bravos and whatever team is next, and always fuck the Mets. I was like, man, they're all about trashing the teams that played in their division. I'm all about it. If you don't like it, stop them next year. Put it on the bulletin board next year, Mets or the Braves. Say we're going to stop the Phillies. But I think for the Braves to win all those games and then to have all the excuses, oh, man, we didn't want him to hear all that stuff in the clubhouse. No, that wasn't supposed to get out. I was like, then why'd you say it when media was present, jerk?
Just play better.
Just
play better.
They had all the excuses in the world. Well, we had all that time off. That's why we're rusty type of stuff. And the Phillies like, no, we're just going to beat you every step of the way. Even when you got a step on us and you got us on the ropes with bases loaded and you hit that deep ball, we're going to catch it easily. If that's some other team, I think if it's the White Sox, that ball's going over the fence, firstly. And then secondly, our center fielder, even if it's Luis Robert, somehow is going to trip up and that ball is going to fall in. But the Phillies just have that magic this year. And so I might be going towards what you're saying, where the Phillies are probably the better team than Arizona, but I wouldn't count out those D-backs. They might get one of these games and turn the series all around. No, I'm telling you.
You want to double or nothing this Benintendi homer bet?
No, I'm just going to pay you that, jerk. No, I wouldn't say the whole series. I would say they might get a game in Philly.
Maybe. I mean, I think Philly advances.
So, out of those four pitches, I think Zach Gallen is the best.
Yeah, but I mean, even if you put Strider in, Strider's the best. Doesn't matter. I mean, they just went out and hit him.
Yeah, but the familiarity with Strider. With Gallen, less familiarity and filth.
Who do you see advancing?
In the NLCS?
Both.
Okay, well, I'll stick with Houston. They were my preseason pick to win the whole thing. I think they know what they're doing this time of year. I'll stick with Houston. I'm going to go with Arizona in the NLCS. Did you see what those Arizona pitchers just did to Freddie Freeman and Mookie Betts? Bring on Bryce Harper. Bring on Castellanos. Bring on Trey Turner.
I mean, yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I hear you.
And they're going to do that whole Diamondbacks thing where they just keep running around the bases as fast as they possibly can, and they're going to get some runs out of that. So there you go. I'll take Arizona. But as everyone knows, my predictions are terrible and often mean nothing.
Everyone's are.
I'm going to go Houston and Philly. Houston and Philly in the World Series.
A rematch? Who wins, though?
I think Philadelphia finally gets it. They finally get it. The first championship since, 09, 08?
08.
Yeah. So, yeah.
08 and 80, I think, were their two most recent World Series wins.
And as Fred says, Bryce Harper's contract is a steal, only making $25 million per.
I mean, Trey Turner's is a steal. He's making $30 million. That's not that much.
And whatever Castellanos is making, it's an underpayment.
Right. All right, let's take a break.
What was yours?
You got Philly and who?
I got Philly over Houston as well.
Okay.
I think.
Take that, Rangers.
No. I'll walk that back. I will go Phillies, Rangers.
Okay.
And I will go.
Could be a very baby blue series.
Could be.
Oh, please both wear them.
Yeah.
Same day.
I'll go. It'll be like when the Bills and Jets both wore red and green jerseys, like color rush red and green jerseys, and then half of America that's colorblind was like, we can't see this.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll go Phillies, Rangers, and Phillies just might sweep them too. Phillies might just win 10 straight games. They might pull a 2005 White Sox.
And then Philly Ranger Suarez goes against the Rangers.
I like it even better now. We want to let you know about some of our great sponsors, and we're going to name some of the players from the 2023 White Sox that did and did not make the playoffs. There are some that made the playoffs, believe it or not, Leishat Lane. And we are going to tell you some of the White Sox players that played for the team in 2023 that are currently in the playoffs and still are active in the playoffs. But circa it's very amazing to have the world's largest sports book now in Illinois. It is now available to download, and you can go register. So go download the Circa Sportsbook app at circasports.com/Illinois-app to sign up today. Looking at that Rangers and Astros series, you got a total of 8, 10, 10, 8, 7, 8. I want to say that's 23, 19, 7. The point is, these teams like to score against each other, and they just kept scoring. I mean, the team that won the last 4 games scored 13, 13, 14, and 12. So when they start scoring, they can't stop. I like the over in these series in this next 7 games. And you could go look at all the great odds and lines that they have at Circa Sportsbook. Now, when you download that app, you'll always see tight money line splits and low hold model, and games will always strive to be -110 on a Circa Sports menu. So when I go look at any of the over odds, whether it be 7.5, 8.5, it will likely be over or under, be at a -110 split, because that's what they strive to do, unlike other sportsbook, which may use -115 or -120. And the best part about Circa is their customer service. There are real people behind the Circa Sports brand who resolve issues in a timely fashion, unlike other books who use chatbox, and all aspects of the book of the app are being run by the same team that runs the Circa Sportsbook at Circa Resort and Casino in Las Vegas. So again, download the Circa Sports app at circasports.com/Illinois-app. That's circasports.com/Illinois-app to sign up today. Also be on the lookout for Circa events, watch parties, and tailgates. If you or somebody you know may have a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER or 1-800-426-2537. Text GMB 833-234 or visit areyoureallywinning.com. Also want to let you know about our friends over at Splash Sports. CHGO has weekly Pick X and NFL Survivor contests for everyone to participate in for real money. Head to splashsports.com/CHGO to enter. And the link is also in the description to sign up. You can deposit cash to get started. It's just $10 to enter either the Pick X or NFL Survivor contest. CHGO's weekly NFL Pick X and Survivor contests, the more who enter, the larger the prize. So go check out splashsports.com today. We'll be running weekly contests all year long, so be sure to keep that link handy. And if you want to run your own contest, or if you're tired of being a commissioner on leagues, chasing people down with none of the reward, you could sign up for being a commissioner right now through our link and earn money for the contest you're already running with friends and family. So head to splashsports.com/CHGO to join in. We'll have different contests coming out, so we are so stoked to compete with and against you all. Be sure to click the link in the description or type in splashsports.com/CHGO to join in. All right, so let's have some fun.
Let's.
So there's 56 players that you and Herb, Vinny, are going to need to name. I don't care how you guys do it.
Okay.
If you guys just want to toss out names and I'll type them in, you just got to name 56 players in 15 minutes.
All right.
Sarah's going to screen share so people can follow along at home, at least just, the players that you're trying to look and trying to see.
Let's block those comments, too.
Yeah,
so
block the comments
spoiler
so no one
alerts,
can be snarky.
Yeah, I want to see these.
And
Yeah, put
when
that
you
over
guys
there,
are ready,
please,
Sarah will click
Thank you.
All
start.
right. Herb, you go first.
All right.
I'm gonna go with Andrew Vaughn.
Andrew Vaughn, there you go. So we got 1 of 56. He played 152 games at first base.
Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson is correct. 2 of 56, 123 games at shortstop.
Andrew Benintendi.
Benintendi is correct. Unfortunately, 151 games in left field.
Luis Robert Jr.
Correct. 145 games in center field.
I'm gonna go with Eloy Jimenez.
That is your 5th player out of 56, 120 at the DH spot.
Yasmani Grandal.
Grandal played 118 games at catcher.
Elvis Andrus.
Andrus is your 2nd baseman who played 112 games. We got 7 of 56.
Yohan Moncada.
Moncada will be 92 games at 3rd base, 8 of 56. You almost got a starting lineup.
All right, I'm going to go with Oscar Colas.
Oscar Colas. And you guys did go 1 through 9 in that exact order. So good job. You got 9 out of 56 so far. It does only get harder from here.
I'm sure it does. Let's go with Gavin Sheets.
Gavin Sheets is correct. 118 games.
Hanser Alberto.
Hanser Alberto. You're going deeper down the list. 30 games for Hanser.
Sebi Zavala.
And that is one of the guys that are currently in the playoffs that were on the 2023 White Sox. 66 games for Zavala.
I'm just going to go with starting pitchers now. Lance Lynn.
Lance Lynn was in the playoffs. Not anymore.
Dylan Cease.
Dylan Cease. Dylan Cease somehow at the bottom. Oh, 33. He's on the lower side, on the left side. But yeah, 33 games for Cease, 21 for Lynn.
Lucky Lucas Giolito.
Giolito, I think he also had 21. Yes, he did. 21 games.
Michael Kopech.
Kopech, boom. 16 out of 56.
The guy on the title, Luis Patino.
That's not
That's
him.
not who that was,
it's
but
not?
he does count.
Oh, it's the other guy. Sorry.
Luis Patino, 7 games.
I'll help you out there, Herb. Jose Urania.
Jose Urania, 5 games.
I get my tildes wrong.
And P's and U's.
They both they don't think got tildes on their ends.
Yeah, but one's a Patino and one's a Urania.
I once had a Urania. Let's go with
Joke.
Adam Hazley.
Purple Hazley. Correct. 28 games.
Trying to go deeper.
Liam Hendricks.
Hendricks did pitch in 5 games.
Kendall Graveman.
Graveman was a Sox, and then he's now an Astro, right? So 45 games, you can watch him in the playoffs.
Aaron Bummer.
Aaron Bummer is correct. 61 games, unfortunately, I think for most fans.
Garrett Crochet.
Garrett Crochet came back and pitched 13 games.
Mike Clevenger.
Mike Clevenger gives you 24 pitchers out of 50, or 24 players out of 56. Clevenger was in 24 games.
Tan Banks.
Tanner Banks.
Tannis Banks.
The tannest of the Banks, 32 games.
Joe Kelly.
Joe Kelly, former Dodger, after they've been eliminated, 31 games.
God, I don't know why I'm liking. Let's go with you already said Aaron Bummer, right?
I did.
All right.
To help you out, all of the guys that you have will name are under 100 games played. So all the 100 game players are off the board.
How about the movie Zach Remillard?
There you go. I don't know how to spell Remillard, but we'll get there.
How about the aforementioned Reynaldo Lopez?
Reynaldo Lopez, yes. 54 games for Remillard and 43 for Raylo.
Jesus. You can keep on going, Vinny, if you have one. Just jump on me.
Yeah,
Corey Lee.
Corey Lee,
yes.
Nice job. 29 out of 56. You got about 11 minutes remaining.
Carlos Perez.
There you go. I think all the catchers have been named. Yes, all the catchers have been named.
Here you go. This guy made the playoffs. Jake Diekman.
Hey, Jake Diekman. 13 games for Diekman. 31 out of 56, about 11 minutes left.
I don't know why I'm blanking.
The player with the most games left, 88 games played at third base and DH. Maybe he was in the playoffs, too.
Oh, Jacob Berger. Forgot about him.
Michael Berger. 88 games.
How about Keenan Middleton?
Keenan Middleton, also not. He wasn't in the playoffs because the Yankees suck. 39 games for Middleton.
That sucks for him. He was kind of good.
He was good. Hey, he'll get another shot in the MLB.
Will he? Breaking protocol. It's kind of bad. Rodriguez.
Yes.
Jose Rodriguez.
Jose Rodriguez.
Popeye, right?
Yeah, Popeye with 1 game. So that was the only guy with 1 game. So
I
that
just
was
saw
the hardest one.
I would say
base.
that's the toughest one, yeah.
I saw this first one and second base.
Let's go with, here's another one of the toughest ones, Tyler Naquin.
Tyler Naquin. Nice. 5 games for Naquin. You still got the guy who played 3 games in right field. About 10 minutes left, 35 of 56.
All right, I'll start throwing ones at you. You ready?
Yeah.
Trace Thompson.
Trace Thompson, correct.
How about Edgar Navarro?
Edgar
That's not a
Navarro,
real
correct.
person.
8 games for Navarro, 36 for Thompson.
How about Peralta?
Sammy Peralta, correct.
How about
16.
Nick Padilla?
Nick Padilla,
Made up people.
3 games. And that's the toughest pitcher.
Toughest pitcher was Nick Padilla?
Only
Okay.
3 games.
All right.
How about, did we say Leaning Sosa?
No. You didn't say Lenin Sosa, 52 games. Now all of the hitters will have under 50 games played. So 44 at second base, 33 in the outfield, 9 in the outfield, and 3 in right field. And then you got a ton of pitchers.
3 in right field.
Clint Frazier.
Clint Frazier. I don't know how to spell Frazier. Yeah, 33 games for Frazier.
I'm trying to think of that right fielder who's only played 3 games. It had to be a call-up.
You're just going to get stuck. I don't think that's smart.
Let me go back out to the.
We got a lot of relievers left.
You got about 9 minutes left. 41 have been guessed. 56 players.
So we have 15 guys.
Yeah, about 15 guys left. So 1, 2, 3 batters.
Lane Ramsey.
Lane Ramsey.
He's tall.
Oh, here you
Tall
go.
guy.
Jesse Schultens. Tuki Toussaint.
There we go.
And Declan Cronin.
Naming the whole rotation next year.
I just spelled Toussaint off a dome. Cronin's not going to be in the rotation. Tuki, 19. Schultens, 26. And Cronin, 9. 3 hitters left, 44 at second base, 9 in the outfield, 3 at right field.
44 games, all at second base.
Then I'm going to go. Does he have to be called up then, right?
And shout out to Ted Sox 31, who I believe posts over at Sox Machine, who made this on Sporkle.
Ah, there you go. Oh, boy.
All right, I'm trying to think of the second baseman that got called up.
So the 3 batters left. The pitcher with the most games remaining, relief pitcher with 60 appearances.
That's a lot.
38 appearances.
Brian Shaw, damn it.
Brian Shaw will be on that list.
Nice.
He's 38. So you got one of them. 46 out of 56, so 10 left. 60 games, 35 games, 6 games, 5 games, 4 games, 4 games, 4 games for those pitchers.
60 games to the White Sox reliever. We should know this guy. Have we talked about him a lot?
Yeah, I mean, I feel I can help you guys. I mean, I know.
Yeah.
Well, if this starts becoming unentertaining radio, then you can absolutely.
Well, maybe I should give you hints. There was a waiver claim from the Yankees.
Oh, Davey Garcia.
Davey Garcia. There was that kid from the Red Sox and Pirates.
Rodriguez? What was his name? Yanel?
Yeah.
Johan Ramirez.
Johan Ramirez. There you go. Is that who you were just referring to?
Yes, that was who I was referring to. So hey, 48 out of 56. I don't know how. I don't know who these second basemen are. 44 games.
You just have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have the stats in front of you.
I do. If I only get the names if they guess them.
Well, you could go to baseball.
I guess I could go to Baseball Reference, but that's not fun, and I'm kind of cheating. 44 games at second base.
I'm trying to think of the person.
Would you be a switch hitter?
That doesn't seem.
Romy Gonzalez.
I forgot about it.
44 games. Well, and that one
trade him either.
That one makes sense because he got hurt early in the season. Correct. And then we kind of forgot about him.
Have we exhausted position players?
No, there's 9 games for an outfielder and 3 games for a right fielder. So they'd never called up Victor Reyes.
Correct.
But who was another? I feel like there was a random dude.
That just got
Marisnik.
Yeah.
Jake Marisnik.
There you go, Jake Marisnik. Nice
Marisnik played 9 games for the White Sox.
That was early in the year, and then he went to the Tigers.
Yeah, yes. So we got 6 guys left. 3 games in right field, 60 relief appearances, 35 relief appearances, and then 3 guys with 4.
Oh, Honeywell.
Hey, nice.
Did we say Gregory Santos?
No.
There you go.
There you go. Gregory
There's
Santos.
your 60.
There's 60 for Groot, and then 4 for Brent Honeywell.
Yes.
Nice call.
Nice.
I remember that
4 left. Brent Honeywell.
Because of Vinny, and then them interviewing him, and then him being gone pretty much right after that.
All right.
Did not hang around long.
Grand opening, grand closing for Mr. Honeywell.
35 relief appearances. See, that's the one thing is we have 4 left. One guy's at 35. Bummer, Santos, Graveman, Raylo, Middleton, Shaw.
This guy.
That guy.
Pitched more than Joe Kelly.
Pitched more than Joe Kelly. And Tanner Banks.
So we saw
Jesse Schultens.
So we probably saw him like, oh, this guy's in the game. But he was used a lot.
I don't know. I gotta be honest. This is tough.
We've done pretty good.
This is
But
tough.
this season just ended.
I mean, after that 35, I'm probably going to be tapped out. I'm tapped out on the 35 guy. Do you know who it is?
I don't know. There's 4.5 minutes left, so we can give up. Giving up?
I mean, unless Vinny wants to keep on going.
I mean,
I'm trying to think.
I'll start cheating, and I'll just start giving you
putting names in.
Yeah. No. I'll start.
He's gonna look it up.
I'm gonna look it up
and give hints.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up and give hints. All right. This is annoying. Okay.
It's just like a random blind spot that once you hear it, you'll be
oh
like,
my god.
Yeah. See,
You're gonna hurt it. You're gonna hate it. Jesus Christ.
He got injured. He was good in 2022.
Jimmy Lambert. Yeah. There you go.
Jimmy Lambert.
Yeah.
We need to talk about Jimmy. We didn't need to talk about Jimmy.
Okay, so how many we got left?
2023.
All 4 starters, right? 4 relievers?
There's 3 relievers who pitched. Oh, sorry. There's 3 players left. 2 relievers who pitched 4 games, and a batter who had 3 games. So let me just try to find those. Okay, fast guy.
Billy Hamilton.
Yeah, and you guys said that simultaneously. That was easy. And then, he might get a ring if the Diamondbacks win a World Series.
Oh, Jose Ruiz.
Jose Ruiz. Close Ruiz.
Close Ruiz.
The story of the
World Baseball Classic.
The World Baseball Classic.
Early.
Yeah.
Then get off my team immediately.
And then oh my goodness. Honestly, okay. Think of ancient Greece. It's not Alex, it's
what?
I'm gonna go get my laptop
You're
chart.
leaving? Ancient Greece. It's
Alex.
Zeus.
Snellius? That's ancient Greece. I don't know who
Ancient Greece. Hercules.
Hercules. I don't know. Sarah?
Don't even come to me for that one.
He's a White Sox
Ancient
legend.
Greece. Is Sean Scream's White Sox legend from way
Jake
off
Berger.
screen. White Sox legend, ancient
Fisk.
Greece.
White Sox legend, ancient Greece.
These are terrible hints.
No, it's not.
So the name
It's not
is
Alex.
Fernandez?
No, it's not. Did Alex Fernandez suit up for the 2023 White Sox?
No, but I think you're saying
It's not
like a
Alex. It's
Ancient Greece.
who's the guy from Greece? He's
Hercules.
He's the great guy from Greece.
Alexander Colomé.
Alexander Colomé.
Those were not good
He's
hints.
back.
Those were not good hints.
That's tough.
Ancient Greece was a terrible hint.
Yeah.
Well, he's not. He changed his name from Alex to Alexander.
Yeah.
And he's a White Sox legend.
All right. Let's go. We got
That's
1
it.
minute left, don't
That's
we?
it.
That's
That's
it.
it. That was
Oh,
the
we did
last
it.
guy. You
Oh,
did
okay.
it.
Column B.
We did it.
Congratulations.
We did it kind of.
That's why I took my time with that one. Yeah, you did it. You got 56 out of 56. Congrats. And we only cheated a little bit. So, yeah, that's fine.
Alex Column, that was terrible.
What's it?
I like how the last three guys we couldn't get were on the team all year last season.
Lambert, Hamilton, and
Well, Lambert or in
Colomé
recent
was it?
seasons,
Yeah.
Lambert,
Santos.
Hamilton, Colomé, Ruiz. These were long-standing White Sox that we just poofed out of our head.
Colomé a pretty tough one to remember.
He was the closer for 2 years.
Yeah, but
Fred had Column a long time ago.
yeah, he did. Fred had Colomé.
He's like, Column!
All right. Well, appreciate all you guys hanging out with us. Fred also said so many bums left. Hit the thumbs up button if you are hanging out with us and appreciating the fun here on a Friday. We're gonna take a break and let you know about our friends over at FOCO. Some of the great bobbleheads like the Southpaw one were set decorations from FOCO that they donated to us. You can check them out at foco.com. That's FOCO.com, or click the link in the description below. All non-presale items use the promo code CHGO for 10% off. Get fit in the best sports gear around. They have hoodies, shoes, signs, bobblehead, everything in between to get you decked out as a fan. And over there's some Cubs pinstriped overalls, and they've got some wacky Bears ones as well. So if you're looking for a good pair of sports overalls, FOCO's got you covered.
And I think some of the Phillies were rocking some FOCO overalls in this celebration last night. Yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Not Bryson Stott, but who's the other? Garrett Stubbs.
Yes, that guy.
Garrett Stubbs with the I'm not going to say that company.
Yes.
But well, actually.
You have to. Yes, they are part of the same group.
Okay, all right. Well,
I believe
with some Bud heavies in the overall pocket. But anyways, go check out foco.com, FOCO.com, or click the link in the description below for all non-presale items. Use the promo code CHGO for 10% off. Also, want to let you know about our friends over at Ray Chevy. Ray Chevy has joined the CHGO team, and if you are in the market for a new or used vehicle, then you have to go check out our friends over at Ray Chevy in Fox Lake. They have the pledge called the Ray Price Promise. It's a guarantee that the price you see online is the price you pay when you go into the dealership. They found that with other dealers, they'll raise the price on you when you come into the dealership, asking things like, are you a recent college grad?
No.
Are you active in the military?
I am not.
Are you a farmer?
I am not.
You would be wearing overalls. And in most cases, the answer, like Herb said, will be no. And that's when other dealers will raise the price on you, saying the price online included limited rebates that you do not qualify for. At Ray, that's not the case. The price you see online is the price you pay with no add-ons to the price ever. And in fact, Ray will do everything possible to find additional savings for you, which may make the price lower than you see online. As one of the top-selling dealers in the Midwest, you'll always be able to shop one of Chicagoland's largest inventories with Ray Chevy. And right now, you could save big at Ray Chevy during their Truck or Treat savings event, especially on Friday the 13th, because 0% is back. And now available on new Silverado trucks, the perfect tailgating vehicle. So come on into Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake and find the vehicle you've been searching for. And best of all, pay 0 hidden fees with the Ray Price Promise. Visit Ray Chevrolet in Fox Lake or raychevrolet.com, serving the community since 1963. Find new roads. And finally, this Sunday, we have our CHGO tailgate. The Bears are taking on the Vikings. And if you are a diehard, you get 20% off. We got tickets, I think, still available, but they're winding down. And you can just go to allchgo.com/events right now. Go buy your tickets. Again, diehards get 20% off. And if you don't know about CHGO, if you're new here, a lot of familiar faces, but in case you're new, sign up to be a diehard today. We are trying to, level up your fandom and service Chicago sports fans as best as they possibly can here at CHGO. You got a superstar in hockey. We got arguably the best Blackhawks beat ever assembled in Jay, Greg, and Mario, and they're the 4th podcast in hockey universe right now. So they're doing a great job covering you with your Blackhawks. You got Adam, Carm, Greg, etc. on that expansive Bears team covering you right now with Justin Fields. We got you covered for the White Sox. Luke, Ryan, and Cody have you covered for the Cubs. We got you podcasts and live shows on every team every day. Also post-game shows like tomorrow when Connor Bedard will be playing in his 3rd game against the Bruins, and the Blackhawks team will have you covered for that. You get premium written content for members at allchgo.com, and you get, again, 20% off events like our tailgate. So when you do sign up to become a member, you get a free shirt, you get a nice little box with a membership card, some stickers, and you get 20% off to events and access to our member-only Discord, the CHGO Lounge. And finally, you are coming out to the tailgate for the next 3 tailgates. X-Golf will be giving away a $200 gift certificate to any of their Chicagoland locations. Find the nearest X-Golf closest to you at playxgolf.com/Chicagoland. But go check out their locations, and if you are coming out to the tailgate, go check out their booth and try to win that $200 gift certificate to check out the new and very, very cool X-Golf, the indoor golf simulator. So very fun that they are a part of us, and go have a good time at the tailgate where you get all you can drink, Goose Island, all you can eat, Firewater barbecue, and maybe you go home with a $200 gift certificate from X-Golf. So thank you to X-Golf and all of our diehards for hanging out with us. All right. Let's get into our game.
Another game. The second game of the day.
Second game
What
of the
a
day.
bunch of fun Friday business we got going on here.
TGIF. Herb had to move it because apparently there was a buzzing sound when I plugged my laptop in, so Herb was just being a hero.
Is that what you were doing?
Thank you, Herb. Yeah, I messaged, but I knew he was in the middle of an ad read, so I was like, I guess we'll just wait.
Herb's a legend.
Yeah, thanks, Herb.
So last week we did Connect Grid, and I don't think that you guys understood it.
I understood it perfectly.
Herb won.
Herb, I don't think liked it.
I loved it. It was great. It's the only game I've won.
All right, so we're going to try it again. If you are a podcast listener, it's going to be tough to see this, but imagine a 4x4 grid, okay? And you're basically playing Connect 4, but it's like in space.
Can I show them? Can I make it bigger, or do you still want me to hide it?
You can make it bigger now.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
But it's a 4x4 grid, and at the top, it's the Rangers, World Series champion, All-Star, and Nationals, Washington Nationals. On the going down, Yankees, Diamondbacks, Astros, Phillies. So to fill out a square, Herb or Vinnie would have to say Phillies, Rangers, and then they would have to name a player that played for the Phillies or Rangers. If they get it correct, they get the square, or they get that spot, right? Mm-hmm. They have to connect 4 of their similar colors to win the game.
Either diagonally or across.
Diagonally,
or
across.
Up and
I would accept up and down. So
how about the corners?
No 4 corners. Herb, since you won last time, you can go first. The only wrinkle that I will say is I now have rarity points or whatever. What's it called? Like rarity score. For all of them, I think, except Diamondbacks World Series. So that's going to be my own pick of choice. Same with Phillies All-Star.
Okay.
But instead of picking a spot, you get one opportunity to steal. So if Herb has a spot.
If Herb goes, I'm going to pick this, he gets it wrong,
No. If Herb gets a spot right, like Phillies Rangers, he gets that right, and then you say, I want to steal Phillies Rangers. Oh,
because I know I can get a more rare one than him.
You have to beat the rarity
But I only
score.
get one of those.
You only get one.
Okay. All right.
You can,
Actually, I'll give the honors to Vinny since I had honors last time.
Oh, you're gonna let him go
Let
first.
him go first.
Playing mind games already.
Just because, like, I think it was an unfair advantage because I get to set the tone and set the direction, and now I want the other opposite side. See if I can win this way.
Your choice, man. Your funeral.
Oh boy. No, because he knows that I have no idea what I'm doing.
I mean, you're pretty good. You're really good at Immaculate Grid.
Yeah, but I'm not good at Connect 4, as we know.
Oh, yeah. I think you'll figure it out. That's the easiest part of the game. All right. So, Vinny, feel free to start us off here.
Okay. Well,
Vinny's in the blue, Herb's in the red. There's a little icon up in the right-hand corner, but I don't know if you guys
all
can see
right.
that.
Let's see. Hold on. We lost it.
Oh, yeah. Wait, sorry, Sarah.
There we go. All right. Here we go. Phillies, Nationals. Start in the bottom right corner.
Okay.
And I'm going to go with Pete Rose.
Pete Rose. Okay.
Wow.
That's a
old
I
expo.
was
Wow.
Not expecting that. Okay.
Wow.
Pete Rose is correct, and Pete Rose will give you a rarity score of 5.
5%?
5%.
That's not as low as I was hoping.
So, Vinny, 5% is pretty low. Though.
All right. Well,
you're going to get a blue one. Correct, Amuno. Congratulations.
Thank you.
I'm going to go to the top left and go Isaiah Kiner for Leffa.
You want Rangers, Yankees.
Yes.
And you were going to say IKF.
Yeah.
That is correct. I know that because he was traded. But now I got to try to figure out how to spell IKF's name. 4% for IKF.
Traded to,
which is surprising.
Traded to the Twins, then traded to the Yankee.
I would have thought that IKF would have had a higher rarity score than Pete Rose for those two teams. But all right, you guys are
Guess
one
not.
for one.
Oh boy. Now here we go.
And I don't think I gave Sarah a proper shout out. Shout out to Sarah. She's producing the show.
She's working the whole
and she's doing
thing
the,
here. Yeah.
the live Connect Grid too.
You didn't say you're high yet.
Well, I was just about to say, I was like, thanks for the shout out, but I can't. It won't. There's a switch wrong. It won't let me show
fine.
the audience can't see it because
So
it's on
they
a different
just-
page. So they're
It's okay.
hearing you guys.
They're just seeing us.
So I'm not
they're
doing
seeing
that
it.
great because there's a switch
No,
that I gotta
you're
find.
It's okay. And if you want to export it once this is all done, you
That's
can
what I
just
was thinking. Yeah,
it's-
and we can just share it on
it's all
Twitter.
fine.
Follow us on Twitter.
Right now, there's nothing really happening. They each got one spot in there, and they complete opposite sides of each other. So
It's true. So I suppose I will go with Phillies All-Star,
okay.
and I will go with Bobby Abreu.
Okay. Bobby Abreu is I think correct. Let me double check that. Now I gotta go find. Oh, and of
Be
course,
embarrassing if it wasn't.
I think he was. I mean, he won a
I remember when he won the home run derby.
home run derby. Yeah.
Yes, I'm 100% sure that Bobby Abreu won that.
Yep. Abreu in 05 and 04.
All right.
All right. So I'll give you a rarity score of like 15.
You're just assigning them?
Yeah.
It just doesn't say it.
Well, that's
one of the ones you didn't have.
Phillies All-Star
Okay.
wasn't on Immaculate
All right.
Grid, so I don't know.
All right.
I don't know what the rarity is.
All right, then I will go with. Let's see. Ranger. I mean, I'd go the easy way and just already block Vinny and go Rangers, Phillies, and I'll go with Cliff Lee.
Rangers Phillies, that is correct. And Cliff Lee is correct. I'll get you a rarity score in just a second. I was going to give Cliff Lee as an example, and I'm glad I didn't. Cliff Lee, 24%.
Bottom left.
So question,
Yes.
Sean.
Yes, I'm listening.
If when you use your steal, does the turn change? So if I were to steal from Herb right now, then I get my turn after it.
No.
No, it counts for your turn.
That counts as my turn.
But
counts
then
as
I
your
can redo the steal, right? Because I would still have one available. Like if he steals from me and then I take it back, I can
Yeah.
still do it. Yeah. Because I have one available. Yeah, okay.
I was just
you could re-steal, but you have to beat the rarity
Yeah.
score.
yeah.
So if you
Cliff
don't-
Lee
if
was
you-
like 20-something%.
24%. So yeah,
Okay.
if you name a Ranger Philly that's lower than 24%, you get the circle. But then if Herb goes to steal, he has to get lower than your rarity score. And if you give me a 30% Ranger Philly, then you don't even get the square. Right now, just to set it up, it looks like Herb's going to go up and down on the far left row or column. He's got the top one with Rangers and Yankees and the bottom with Rangers and Phillies. Vinny's bottom row, starting all the way on the right side, he looks like he's going on the bottom row, east to west or west to east.
East to west. You're right. East to west.
Okay.
Ay. See, here's the thing. You think I'm so good at at Immaculate Grid?
Mm-hmm.
It literally takes me all day. Spend hours on it. To have to do it in a condensed amount of time is just maddening.
I'm sorry.
I can also steal later too, right?
Yes, you can.
Yeah, you could steal at any point. I mean,
All right.
you could. I mean, you don't even
I'm
have
gonna go-
Phillies World Series yet.
I'm going Phillies World Series champ. You ready?
Okay.
Raul Ibanez.
Ooh, I like that. And we're gonna go to Immaculate Grid 53 for that one.
Watch it just be wrong.
It is wrong.
Oh,
I
there you
don't
go.
have the right grid there. What the hell?
Are you
What's
sure?
wrong with me? Yeah, no, there's no Phillies on there. Oh, okay, that's great.
I mean, he
Raul
wasn't.
Ibanez. Oh, I got it. Is it 52? Raul Ibanez. And Raul Ibanez's rarity score is incorrect. Raul Ibanez was not on the Phillies.
Oh.
Well, he was on the Phillies, but he wasn't
They
on
won.
that
He
Phillies
wasn't on
team.
that Phillies
Gotcha.
team.
Excellent. Good job by me.
All right. So, I mean, I got to get a Houston, Texas one. Let's see. Texas Ranger,
He was on the next one.
Houston Astros team.
So he was on the team that lost.
To the Yankees, yeah.
Which one are you doing?
I'm gonna go with the Astros Rangers
Astros Rangers. Okay.
and I'm just trying to figure out a guy. I'm just gonna now just guess because I am stumped for some reason.
Why'd you pick this one then?
I don't know, just to block him on the other side. Jim Sundberg.
Jim Sundberg? No.
Sundberg.
No.
No. Okay.
Incorrect.
I know it was a Ranger, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe.
Back to you.
I don't know.
This is riveting, I'm sure.
Vinny's turn.
Back to you, Vinny. Now you can get your Phillies World Series
Oh
champ.
my good. Well, can I? That's what we'll. That's
Did
what
you?
we'll find
I
out.
assume you just looked at the Phillies,
All right.
or did you just look at Raul
right.
Ibanez?
Herb had Cliff Lee, bottom left
Yeah.
corner. Okay, good to know.
Are you gonna steal?
Yeah, no,
Well,
he
eventually.
was a World
Yeah,
Series
okay,
champ.
okay,
I think it was a Philly.
Oh yeah, you can't.
Yeah,
repeat.
you couldn't repeat. I
Can't
couldn't repeat.
That's true.
All right, Phillies World Series champ.
Is that your official one that you're going?
I will go. Yes, I'm going to go with Carlos Ruiz.
Carlos Ruiz. Okay.
Chooch.
Correct.
That's the kids call him.
And now I got to go back because
One lower,
there we go.
Sarah.
Carlos Ruiz. And that is correct with 4%.
Okay, good.
So if you want to try to steal, you got to name a more rare 2008 Philly, or I guess 1980. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I guess I'm giving you too many hints here.
you are.
Sorry.
You might have ruined this for me, Sean.
No.
I wasn't gonna steal his, but I'm thinking about a Ranger D bag. There's probably one currently. I'm gonna go with Cole Calhoun.
Rangers and D-backs?
Yes.
Okay. Cole with a K,
K.
Big Dog, Calhoun. Correct, 8%. All right, so Herb, 8% with a Cole Calhoun.
D-backs, Texas.
There you go. All right, so Herb, if he gets Astros Rangers, will win. Vinny did steal.
No.
No, he has to steal.
I'm
Oh, you
about
got
to.
World Series
Yes.
champion. Okay.
Yes.
So if Vinny steals here, Rangers and Phillies, he
Yes,
wins.
I would like to steal Rangers, Phillies. All I got to do is beat Cliff Lee in rarity score, right?
Yeah.
I'm going
Yes.
with Vicente Padilla.
Vicente Padilla.
That's gonna win.
Oh, mercy. Okay, now I gotta go find. God
Bless
bless
you.
you, Sarah. Why doesn't that work with incognito? Okay. Now I gotta go to.
Oh my goodness!
I think it's correct.
This is high drama.
This is stupid. This is dumb. Oh my!
When there's no visual element,
It's okay. It's
not your bad. It's
but
just,
now
it's technical
I mean,
difficulties.
Vicente Padilla was on the Phillies and he was on the Rangers.
I know, and now I gotta go to the stupid website. It's dumb. It's dumb that they don't let you make other guesses. Padilla. All right. Vicente Padilla is not correct.
It's not
he's
correct.
not
It is correct.
Of course,
Not
it's
correct.
correct.
He was on both teams.
He played for both those teams.
He both played for Philly.
In 1980?
No, he's
Not
just
World Series champ.
it's
For
just
Rangers.
Texas and a Ranger.
Phillies Rangers.
Oh, Phillies Rangers. He played consecutive.
I'm lost.
Come on, Sean.
Yeah, he
That's
stole
correct.
it. He got it.
That's correct. I am
game's over.
sorry.
Connect 4.
Game's over.
I won.
All right. Hey, you won.
I would have won if I would have known one Astro who played with the fucking Rangers.
0.9%.
0.9.
Wow, that's very rare.
I got lost in my own damn game.
You were looking for a World Series champion. Like, this Padilla didn't win a championship. He sucks.
16 squares, 194 immaculate grids.
Wow.
I got lost. All right. So all time, 1-1. Congratulations. This is like Arturo Gotti and Mickey Ward.
Irish Mickey Ward, yeah.
Yeah. They can't wait for the third fight. It's going to be just as thrilling as that third one.
Well, I hope not, because that was a barn burner, and eventually one of those dudes died.
I mean, okay. All right. That's Herb Lawrence. You can follow him at Eckerwall23. He's our CHGO.
Whoever goes first wins.
Well, then maybe you shouldn't let Vinny go first.
Hey, man, I'm a gentleman.
I guess.
I'm about fairness.
Loser. That's Vinnie Duber. You can follow him at Vinnie Duber. He's our CHGO White Sox beat writer. I'm Sean Anderson. You can follow me at Sean_W_Anderson. Thank you to everyone for hanging out with us, and make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Thank you to Sarah for producing the show. Goodbye.
We all silly like the mayor.